Hello guys, and welcome back to Louie's Nature Trails. For this week's adventure, I'm going to be talking about a really important topic, and that is what we can do as humans to help make our world as rubbish free as possible. And the answer is actually really simple. When you're on your walks, make sure to always take your rubbish home with you and bin it, and if there's the option, always recycle. Because the less new things we need to make, the less natural resources we need to take, which can only benefit the world around us. If you're unsure about which bin to put your rubbish into, because there's so many different types, make sure to ask your parents or even check the top of the lids, because most of the time they'll give you some really clear instructions. So if I want to get rid of this, I would go to the blue bin, as it says plastic bottles. I would stick it right in the bin. So another way of recycling is by composting. And so these are compost bins here. And what composting means is you put all sorts of organic materials like leftover bits of like veg and fruit, and even cardboard like kind of loo rolls, and even like egg boxes, and you put it all into these bins like these ones here. And these have worms and slugs that love to eat all those different materials, and they help with a process called decomposition, and that turns all of those things, all of those fruits, all of those pieces of cardboard into soil, and you can use that soil to make new flowers and new fruit trees and all sorts of things. So essentially, you're taking all the nutrients that were taken to make all those things back into nature, which I think is absolutely amazing. So it takes a long time for rubbish to decompose naturally in the environment. Some things, like aluminium drinks cans, like this, take around about 200 years for it to decompose. Plastic bottles take up to around about, I think it's like 750 years or 500 years. And plastic bags can take up to 1,000 years for them to decompose. And some things, like tinfoil, don't decompose at all. So that's why it's so important to put things into the bin, because if you just leave it out in the fields or out in the countryside or even out in town, they'll stay there for an immense amount of time and possibly cause lots of damage to the environment and to like the wildlife around us. So a really fun type of recycling is called upcycling, and this means turning something old into something new. Hannah loves to do this on her craft channel, Hannah's Craft Corner, and she loves to turn like old loo rolls and plastic bottles and those sorts of things into all sorts of amazing and imaginative crafts. So if you need some ideas, some really interesting ones, go check out her videos as well. We also made a collaborative video on how to make a water gauge out of a plastic bottle, and I've also made a video on how to make a birdseed holder, I think, as well. So make sure to check those videos out too. So I hope you all had a wonderful week, and if you enjoyed this video, I hope you can join us on our next adventure. Bye guys.